Hello and greetings to all our friends and companions on Scene Psycho channel. Toxic people defy logic. Some of them are unaware of their negative impact on those around them, and others seem to enjoy causing chaos and angering others. But what are the signs of toxic people? How do you know that you are hanging out with a toxic person? And if so, what are the do's and don'ts in this regard? Dealing with toxic people is inevitable. Toxic people are everywhere. They not only destroy your life and stop your progress, but they can bring you down to their level and turn you into a toxic person too. You can't hope to get away from toxic people unless you know them. To do this, separate those who are annoying people or just difficult to be around from those who are truly toxic. Now, let's go to the signs of these people. The first case of gossipers. Gossipers enjoy other people's misery. It may be fun to poke fun at other people's personal and professional slip-ups at first, but over time it becomes tiresome and makes you feel ashamed and hurts others. There are so many positive tips and advice from interesting people that you don't need to waste your time talking about other people's misery. The second case is whimsical. Some people have no control over their emotions. They will curse you, project their feelings on you, and all the time they think you are the cause of their discomfort. Quirks can be difficult to remove from your life because their lack of control over their emotion makes us feel sorry for them. However, when all other avenues are closed, capricious people will use you as their emotional toilet, and you should avoid them at all costs. The next thing is the victims. It is difficult to identify the victims because you first empathize with their problems, but over time you realize that the time they need is all your time. In practice, the victims ignore any responsibility and make every spread breaker in front of them look like an unclimbable mountain. Instead of seeing difficult experiences as opportunities to learn and grow, they see them as escape routes. An old adage says, pain is inevitable, but suffering is an option. This is perfectly indicative of a toxicity of victims who choose to suffer every time. The next thing we'll look are narcissists. By maintaining a strong distance from others, narcissists will tear you down. Whenever you feel completely alone, you can guess that you blink near narcissists because as far as they are concerned, there is no point in having a real relationship between them and others. You are just a tool to feed their ego. The next case is jealous. For envious people, the grass is greener on the other side. Even when something happens to them, they don't enjoy it. The reason is that they compare their own fortunes with the fortunes of the world around, while they should seek satisfaction from within themselves. If we look closely, we must accept that there is always a happier and more fortunate person than us in this life. Spending too much time with jealous people is dangerous because they teach you to take your successes for granted. The next thing is the cheater. Cheaters steal time and energy from your life under the guise of friendship. They can be difficult to deal with because they treat you like a friend. They know what you like, what makes you happy, and what makes you ridiculous. But the difference is that they use this information as part of a secret agenda. Scammers always want something from you, and if you refer to your relationship with them, they completely take from you and add nothing to it. They will do everything to get your approval and get you off your feet. The next item is the unusual ones. There are certain toxic people who have bad intentions and enjoy the pain and misery of others. Their goal in life is to either hurt you or make you feel bad or take something from you. Otherwise, they are not interested in you. The only good thing about this type of personality is that you can instantly identify their intentions, which makes you get them out of your life quickly. Now we come to the case of the defects. Troubleshooters are always ready to tell you exactly what's good and what's bad. They make you feel the worst about your favorite things. Instead of understanding and learning from people who are different from you, fault finders look down on them. These people strive your desire to be passionate and express it, so it's better to cut off your relationship with them and save yourself. The next thing is the arrogant. Arrogance wastes your time because they see everything you do as a personal challenge. Pride is false confidence and always creates many insecurities. Now that we all know these characters, the main thing is how we get these toxic people out of our lives or distance ourselves from them. Toxic people drive you crazy because their behavior is so irrational. Make no mistakes about them. Their behavior is really against logic. So why allow yourself to react emotionally to them and mess with them? The more irrational and crazy a person is, the easier it should be for you to escape from this trap. Don't try to beat them at their own game. Stay away from them emotionally and consider them a scientific project if you are forced to interact. You don't need to react to emotional distributants, just consider the fact. Most people feel that because they work or live with someone, they have no way to control the mess, which is completely wrong. When you know a toxic person, his or her behavior becomes more predictable and understandable. This tip will help you think wisely when and how far you should be and how you should tolerate them or stay away from them. You can set boundaries, but you must do this consciously and creatively. If you allow these things to happen naturally, you will surely find yourself trapped in different debates. If you set boundaries and decide when and where to engage with a troublesome person, you can control a large part of the mess. The only secret is to stick to your word and insist on your red lines when someone is trying to cross your borders. If you have friends who, like all of us, are involved with toxic people in their lives, be sure to share this video with them. Now a question. How many toxic people do you think there are in our life right now? Remember, don't let people who don't even dare to try to tell you that you can't. Thank you for staying with me until the end. As usual, if you're a fan of these kinds of videos, please give this video a like and subscribe to the Sin Psycho channel for more. Thank you until the next time. Bye.